Have you ever carried the weight of life all on your own? Whether that be your plans, your fears, your strengths, and you just decide that you can do it all on your own without any help. But when you do that, everything seems to fall apart. All your plans seem to fall apart. Nothing seems to go right because you just decide to do everything on your own, and everything just falls apart all around you. I've done that many times in my life. I can look back at my life and look at things and see how I thought I knew what to do, and things just didn't go the way that they planned. And as believers, we struggle with that constantly. We think we know what's best and we know what we need to do and how we need to accomplish things, but we don't have to put these fears and struggles all on our own. We can rely on Jesus and put our faith in him, and he will help us to guide us and direct us as to how to accomplish what he has for us. And we don't have to do everything on our own. We don't have to struggle and think we know best. We can just put our faith in God, and God will help us. And we don't have to put fear, and we can just trust in him, and God will help us. And that's kind of what I want to talk about today, is because I know in my life and in your life, you're probably going through a lot of fear with how things are going with the economy, how things are going in life, and you might struggle with, oh man, how am I gonna pay these bills? I got this bill coming up, or I got this thing going on in my life, and I feel like I'm just having to juggle everything and try to make sure this is going right and this going right. But as Christians, we need to understand that we don't have to figure things out on our own. We don't have to just put it all on our shoulders, that we can just rest and trust in God, and God put it in his hands. And if we do, he will help us through these things. I mean, I know in my life there's things going on, and it's like, oh, I don't know what I'm going to do, but I need help, and I can just lay that at the foot of Jesus, and Jesus will help me to rest, and he will take those burdens. And just I need to put my trust in him and put my faith in Jesus, and he never will fail. But the first thing we need to understand is that, and I've learned this also, is that trusting in us will always fail. It says in Proverbs chapter 3, verse 5 and 6, that trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not into your own understanding. In all your ways acknowledge him, and he shall direct your path. So when we do things on our own, and we can look back and we try to do this or we try to do that, and when we do things on our own, it seems like things just constantly go wrong, that those fears become reality, and things that you think that you can do on your own, you can't fix. And that's why we have to know that we have to realize that we are human. We don't know things. We think we know things, but we really don't know much. We don't understand the future consequences. We just can see the here and now. And yes, it could be a short fix, but in the long run, it could be a major catastrophe. And God is leading us this way, but we think, no, God, I know what's best. I can go this way, and this way basically just leads to destruction. It might not be today, it might not be tomorrow, but it could be a year from now, and you look back and go, wow, okay, I should have gone this way, and maybe things would have been better because this is what God was leading me, but I decided that I know better than God. And that's not the case, because God is all-knowing. He can see what is down this way, and this is the way that he wants. But we can only see, well, this is a quick fix. Let me do it this way. And I've done that many times and in my life. And it's like I need to remember that at first, just, you know what, God, I don't know everything. I act like I know everything, but I don't. But you are all knowing, and I need to just rely on you and trust in you and know that your plans are better than my plans and your ways are better than my ways. And I might not see it now, but I trust you and I know that you're a good God and you will help me through. And I'm just going to rest all those fears and put them on you and let you carry the burdens for me and trust that your ways are better than my ways and you will lead me in the correct path. So remember that trusting yourself will lead to failure, that you might not see it now, but you will see it in the long run. And then faith, of course, means trusting in God completely. That's not just trusting God in half measures, but that's trusting God in all measures. And we have to understand that we need to know that we have to trust God in completely and emphatically in everything we do. So Jeremiah 17:7 says, "Blessed is the man that trusts in the Lord and whose hope is the Lord is." We need to trust God and to realize that as all God is perfect, and we need to put our trust in Him and not in ourselves. It goes back to understanding that we aren't perfect, that God is perfect, and we need to put everything, all our trust in Him, and not just in half measures, not in, well, I'll trust God on this, but I won't let God trust God on this. I'll trust God with my finances, but I won't trust God with my family. We need to put everything and put our trust in Him continually in everything that we do. And when we do that, we can have peace because all our trust is in God and He will accomplish everything that He wants for us. And all our burdens are on Him. We don't have to take everything on our own. And then the third thing is God often allows weakness to teach us dependence. When you understand that, man, I'm not perfect. I've done a lot of things in my life that I've messed up on, and everything I think I can control, I can't. Everything just seems to crumble around me. It allows me to realize that I can't do this all on my own. I can't accomplish what I have for my life. I can't survive without God. I need to depend on Him. I need Him for everything I do. And that's what He wants us to understand, is that don't be dependent on yourself. You can't just think that you can control everything. You need to let go and trust in God. And that's the great thing about Jesus, is that we feel that we have to take everything on our own. We go through life struggling, and we just feel overwhelmed with the pressure of life and pressure of survival and pressure of everything. But we need to just take a deep breath and just say, you know what, I can't do this on my own. I can't accomplish what I have, what I want for my life. I can't do this, Jesus. I need to just put my trust in you. And the good thing is that He'll take those burdens and we don't have to face them alone. We can face them knowing that God is God is in control, and He is taking those burdens, and no matter what we're going through, He will guide us through that, and He will take us and He will carry us, take us on his back and carry us. So I pray that as you're going through these turmoils that you might be facing, that you realize that you don't have to do it alone, that God is there for you, and you just have to say, Jesus, I can't do this. I can't face these storms. I can't face them on my own. I need to just let go, and Jesus will take those and he will hold them and he will take them for you, and you don't have to face them alone. You have a God that will carry those burdens for you. So I pray that this encourage you, that let you know that if you're going through life, you don't have to face them alone, and let you know that we're all going through this and we all struggle with thinking that we know better, but Jesus will help you through that. And I pray that you find peace and you find encouragement, and thank you for listening, and God bless you. And if you like this and you want to encourage other people that might be facing it, please subscribe, and God bless you.